the COVID report. Dylan, one of the main reporters we often follow, got married last week, so I think he's been out honeymooning and all that. So we'll check in on Mr. Paul Money's thread here. He does a pretty good job of keeping it all tracked. Basically, just not a whole lot different than what it's been. Thousands of new cases. The 7-day average is still up near 2,000, but hospitalizations are dropping. The case load is coming down off of its peak. Still very high relative to what it was back in even late June, but it does seem to appear that we are hitting the high point of this round of the coronavirus. And modelers are now predicting, this is from like national NPR, that, it may be downhill from here for a while until March. I guess everyone who's caught it has caught it this round. And so, obviously not everyone. It's going to keep infecting people for the foreseeable future, but it will start to decrease rather rapidly over the next few months. But of course, the letting it spread strategy is not without dramatic costs. And Oklahoma has passed the 10,000 COVID deaths mark. And I guess when you pass huge numbers like that, it does actually encourage people to get their vaccines. So vaccination rates have ticked up. But again, it's after kind of where we were in the summer, where we had the lull, and it really did get to be it did start to seem like it was going to be a lot better. We just took our foot, completely off the gas. And
you're getting fucked up every weekend. But it was like 3 weeks of life.
Yeah.
So 10,000, put differently, one of every 400 Oklahomans that was here in February 2020 are not here due to the coronavirus. That's 1 in 400. That includes grandparents, fathers, mothers, sons, daughters, nieces, nephews, cousins, teachers, healthcare professionals, friends, neighbors, gone. And a lot of them didn't have to be. So that's just, we have to acknowledge it. Like, we, as a state, obviously some of us less responsible than others, Stitt being the primary murderer, we failed at this, and 1 in every 400 Oklahomans has perished because of it. Right, and that's serious. They're never coming back. That's going to take a toll on society. We all know somebody at this point who died, right, from this horrendous global murderous pandemic. And pertaining to it waning a little bit, when it was waning a little bit in January and we weren't, vaccine numbers were pretty low and that sort of thing, it's a lot different from the waning now when the vaccine is so incredibly accessible.
Yeah.
Right. And just a personal story, I was exposed to COVID last Friday. A client came in, we had a meeting. We both were masked the entire meeting. We weren't socially distanced. We were in a conference room, but we were definitely within 6 feet of each other. And I suppose the meeting, we shared a pen, and I suppose the meeting lasts probably like 15 minutes. But she contacted me Sunday evening, was like, "Hey, I tested positive for COVID. I'm fully vaccinated." Immediately Monday, when I found out, I left work, immediately went and got tested, came back negative. Right. So, because I say that to say, we also talk about the breakthrough infections, but that is I'm probably have been exposed, not knowing it, but that's a knowing exposure, a knowing lengthy exposure, or knowing lengthy exposure indoors. We were both masked up. I am vaccinated. I don't know her vaccination status, but I don't have COVID. So, the vaccines do kind of fucking work. I know you're about the occasional breakthrough, but they also do just fucking work. I'm sure a lot of us have been exposed to a lot more COVID than we'll ever know, but we're vaccinated, so we'll never know, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
That being said, like as it wanes, like we have to find a way to never forget this. I know we talk about we never forget 9/11, but we losing a not we we was up losing like damn near 9/11 a week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At a point in time.
I mean, Oklahoma's lost 3 9/11s, right?
Yeah. So, this notion of never forgetting 9/11, we have to never forget this. And of the 1 in 400 Oklahomans, their families won't be able to forget. Right. And many people, several members of their families will never be able to forget. So, and by never forget, I hope that means that and I honestly have little faith in this. I hope that means that at least in the state, maybe I think it's going to have some sort of impact nationally, but at least in the state, at least in the short term, I have very little faith that this will. When I say never forget, I mean like positive policies that positively affect people's lives. And so, and we're going to kind of get to that when we talk about like the pulling of unemployment benefits and the fucking power grab is going to lead to like worse Medicaid and the like. But hopefully we take this as a learning experience, as brutal as it has been.
Thanks for watching our video. Please give it a like and hit that subscribe button for more content. If you want to engage with us, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram.